Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. The Silent Bell. Mindfulness. The secret to living in the now. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, life flowed with a rhythm dictated by the seasons. The villagers, though hardworking and dedicated, often found themselves swept away in the currents of their daily lives. They rushed through their chores, their minds filled with worries about tomorrow and regrets from yesterday. In the heart of this village stood an ancient temple, home to a wise monk named Master Li. His presence was a calming force, a gentle reminder of the beauty of stillness amid the chaos of life. One crisp autumn morning, as the leaves danced in the breeze, Master Li gathered the villagers in the temple courtyard. They arrived with their usual haste, their faces etched with the burdens of their thoughts. The monk, with his serene demeanor, welcomed them with a warm smile. He had a simple message to share, one that he believed could transform their lives: the art of mindfulness. "Today," he began, his voice soft yet resonant, "I will teach you about the silent bell." The villagers exchanged curious glances, intrigued by the promise of this new lesson. Master Li continued, "Every time you hear the bell ring, I want you to pause. Take a moment to breathe, to feel, and to be present in this very moment. Let the sound of the bell guide you back to the here and now." The villagers listened intently, but skepticism lingered in the air. How could such a simple act of pausing change their lives? Yet, eager to learn, they agreed to follow Master Li's guidance. That afternoon, as the sun dipped low in the sky, the monk rang the temple bell for the first time. The sound echoed through the village, a clear, resonant tone that seemed to hang in the air like a delicate thread. At first, the villagers hesitated, caught in their routines. The baker, who was kneading dough, glanced at the bell, but quickly returned to his task. The farmer, busy gathering the last of his harvest, shook his head, dismissing the call. But as the bell's sound lingered, something shifted. One by one, they began to pause. The baker set down his rolling pin, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath. The farmer straightened up, feeling the warmth of the sun on his skin, and for the first time that day, he truly saw the colors of the earth around him. As the days turned into weeks, the bell rang at various intervals, marking moments of stillness in the villagers' lives. Each time it sounded, the villagers would stop, close their eyes, and breathe deeply. They learned to embrace the silence that followed, allowing it to wash over them like a gentle wave. The sound of the bell became a sacred reminder, a cue to return to the present moment. Through this practice, they discovered the beauty in mundane tasks. The baker began to savor the texture of the dough, appreciating the way it felt beneath his fingers. The farmer learned to notice the subtle changes in the seasons, the way the light shifted as the sun rose and set. The children, too, found joy in the simplicity of play, laughing and dancing under the trees, their hearts light and free. As the villagers embraced mindfulness, they noticed a shift in their relationships. Conversations became deeper and more meaningful. They listened to one another, truly hearing the words spoken, rather than merely waiting for their turn to speak. The bonds of community grew stronger, woven together by shared moments of presence and understanding. One day, as the villagers gathered for their weekly market, a sudden storm rolled in, dark clouds swirling overhead. Panic spread as people rushed to gather their goods and seek shelter. In the midst of the chaos, the bell rang out, its sound cutting through the din. Master Li stood calmly at the entrance of the temple, his presence a beacon of tranquility. The villagers hesitated, caught between their instinct to flee and the call of the bell. One by one, they began to pause. They closed their eyes, took a deep breath, and let the sound of the bell anchor them amidst the storm. In that moment, they felt the rain on their skin, the cool breeze that carried the scent of earth. They realized that even in chaos, there was beauty to be found. As the storm passed and the sun broke through the clouds, a sense of peace enveloped the village. The villagers emerged from their shelters, eyes wide with wonder. They looked at one another, smiles breaking across their faces. They had weathered the storm together, not just as individuals, but as a community bound by mindfulness. Days turned into months, and the silent bell became an integral part of village life. It rang not only to signify moments of pause, but also to celebrate milestones, birthdays, weddings, and harvest festivals. Each ring reminded them of the importance of being present, of cherishing the small moments that often slipped by unnoticed. Master Li watched with a heart full of gratitude as the villagers transformed. They had learned that mindfulness was not a destination, but a journey, a continuous practice of returning to the present moment. He often shared with them, "Life is a series of moments, each one a gift. Embrace them fully, for they are fleeting." As the seasons changed, the village flourished. The bonds of community grew deeper, and the spirit of mindfulness spread beyond the temple walls. Neighbors began to share meals, stories, and laughter, creating a tapestry of connection that enriched their lives. The silent bell had become a symbol of their journey, a reminder that even in the simplest of moments, there was profound beauty to be found. And so, in that village nestled between the hills, the art of mindfulness flourished, teaching generations to come that the secret to living in the now was not in grand gestures, but in the gentle, silent pauses that allowed them to truly experience the richness of life. The bell rang on, a soft echo of presence, guiding them back to the heart of what it meant to be alive.
Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.